Coming up on NBA Today, Bron fends off Dylan the Villain to eclipse the Suns in Phoenix. Our panel gets into the biggest reason for the Lakers' clutch time success. Plus, how worried should Wardell and the Warriors be? The Chef dropped 87 in the last two, but it hasn't mattered. Hear Coach Kerr's candid comments on the Dubs' difficulties. And the live report from Vegas. Did the Thunder and Spurs just soft launch the best rivalry in the NBA? Victor Wembanyama is back, and he's not messing around.
Who is the best player in the NBA right now?
I think Jokic is the best offensive player. I don't think he's the best player. It's hard to say. I think it was between Giannis and Chet. When I would come back on the court, I think it would be me.
Well, he probably backed that one up this weekend. Victor Wembanyama returned to the court, taking on the 24-1 Thunder, and his case for best player in the world just got a little stronger. Let's take a look at the highlights. Wemby came off the bench. He wasn't even the first guy off the bench, but came in, checked in early in the second quarter here. Harper misses the jumper, but Wemby there to fix it up. Later in the second, Spurs down 8. Wemby contests this one, then blocks Hartenstein, and then they're on the move.
Like the moat around the castle, right?
Right.
You can't get there.
Yeah. Finishes with a Harper layup there. Wemby bringing life.
The handles.
Then
Stop it.
a
Stop
deep
it.
three.
How's he going to shoot that out there?
Spurs ended the half on a 13-0 run. Wemby had 5-5 and a plus 20 in just 7 minutes of play. Fourth quarter, Spurs up 1. Wemby defending Chet, and he blocks this one.
I feel like there was a little extra on that block.
Yeah, right. He was trying to angle it down right towards his face. Yeah, I saw that.
Couple possessions later, Wemby catches it. Fadeaway over Chet on the baseline. Later in the fourth, Wemby, inbound pass, slams it home.
It's a difficult catch. One-handed? Come on.
Under 3 minutes to go, Wemby gets ripped by Caruso, but regains it and hits the jumper in his face. Lets Caruso know about it. 8 seconds to go. Chet at the free throw line, trying to keep OKC alive. He misses the free throw. Now watch Wemby. How fired up is he?
Got a little Dylan Brooks in him there.
Here's SGA and Wemby after the game.
Do you anticipate this becoming, maybe the best rivalry in the league?
Possibly. Yeah, there's a good chance. They, like you said, are young, really good, have a lot of talent, play the right way. They play good brand of basketball. I'm just glad to be a part of something that's growing to be so beautiful and so pure and ethical basketball,
Hi there, everybody. George Sedano in for Malika Andrews, senior writer Ramona Shelburne with us, and, of course, front office insider Bobby Marks. So, Ramona, how does this rivalry, now that we've got one, drive Victor, in your opinion?
He doesn't. It's the only time that he actually seems not that polite. Like every other time he says, even when he says, I'm the best player in the league, I think it would be me. Like his body language is reserved. He's leaned back. But when he talks about Chet, or when he does things where he grabs the rebound or he grabs the ball after Chet misses a free throw, like that's the only part you could see the dark side. It's the only part where you can see the not so nice side. And I kind of like that there is some rival, there is someone that gets through to him, because he's so poised and he's so ethical, to use his word, in every other thing he says and does on the court.
I think they're the best team that's equipped to take on Oklahoma City. I think it would be naive to say that they found a secret formula that other 29 teams can do.
Yeah.
But when you have a player like Victor on the court, and you saw it in the stretches when he was on the court and when he was off the court, he was plus 21 in 21 minutes here. The ability to defend like he did, the ability of the guards in Oklahoma City not to get to the rim, and just the difference as far as what and then you add the guards with San Antonio with Fox, Castle, and Harper.
Yep.
I do think they are probably the team that we could probably label as a team that's probably best built to take on a Thunder team.
Listen, I was there, and I could see the energy slipping away from the Spurs. And then Mitch Johnson brought him in, and immediately, I mean, the highlights don't do it justice. If you watched it on TV, you could feel it a little bit, but in the building, you could sense it turning very quickly. And the Thunder, I hadn't seen them in a situation like that since the playoffs, right? Where another team is coming, bringing momentum their way, and then all of a sudden they can't answer back in the way that they're usually accustomed to. But, man, he was a difference maker in a way that I didn't think he could be, missing all those games. And it's not just the stuff with Chet. I mean, Cason Wallace tried to tackle him, and he, like, bowed up on him.
Yeah.
So, like, he's got a real edge to him for sure. So, look, and if you like Saturday's matchup, you're in luck because the Spurs and Thunder will face each other 3 more times over the next month. And that, of course, includes Christmas Day, a showdown in OKC. Let's welcome in our Hall of Famer, Mark Spears, who's in Vegas. Mark, you spoke to De'Aaron Fox after the game. What did he tell you?
It's very, very interesting because a year ago, De'Aaron Fox is playing for the Kings, and the head coach of the New York Knicks was coaching for the Kings. This is actually like 12 days a year ago before Mike was actually fired by the Kings, and then after that, De'Aaron, that was the last straw for him. He wanted out. So De'Aaron tells me now that he's on the greener side of things, that he hasn't stopped smiling since he's gotten to San Antonio. I asked him, like, hey, are you keeping up with the Kings at all? Who's definitely struggling. He said he doesn't watch their games. About the only guy he's been talking to is Keegan Murray, and he certainly wishes him the best. But he's ecstatic in Texas. His wife is from San Antonio. He's playing with Wemby. As you know, you've been talking about, they got a chance to be really, really special. And he said Mike Brown is family to him. Which probably isn't music to Kings fans here. It's hearing all that, and but they're both going to be competing against each other tomorrow in the NBA Cup Finals. So this is certainly a lot of irony going on here with this versus the Kings situation.
Now, check out Mark's piece with Fox on Anscape. It's up right now for the full story with him and De'Aaron Fox. We'll be back with you in a minute there, Mark. Stick around. But let's get to the Eastern Conference matchup between the Knicks and the Magic. Jalen Brunson, Paolo Banchero, walking the red carpet. Let's go late in the first. Banchero hits a J here.
That's what I love, his mid-range game. That's something, if he can develop consistently, he's going to be pretty impactful.
Brunson on the other end strikes back. Then we go early second, Desmond Bane. To Jalen Suggs for 3. He was incredibly impactful in the first half, 25 points.
He's really been good lately, and good in the first half until this happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, he dealt with a couple of injuries in this game. One looked like a groin, then it was a hip issue. He eventually went to the locker room in the third quarter, but late in the third, Brunson drops Anthony Black, then hits the 3.
That is, I mean.
Anthony Black's a heck of a defender, too.
Anthony Black thought he got away with a push.
Or trip, something to make it not look that embarrassing.
Midway through the fourth, Mikal Bridges on the kick out to Cat for 3. 3 minutes left in the fourth here.
Former 3-point champ.
Here's Brunson taking his time at the top of the key. Knocks down the jumper from the free throw line extended. Knicks go on to win 132-120 and advance to the NBA Cup Finals. So they'll face the Spurs on Tuesday. Their first chance to win a championship of any kind for New York, as far as the Knicks are concerned, since they last won an NBA title.
Oh, you have to go there.
In 1973. I didn't write
Think they put the banner up?
That's just
I didn't put that banner up.
Yeah, they
I didn't
will.
write it. Now, Mark Spears, it's not the Larry O'Brien trophy, but Mark, what is the excitement level amongst Knicks fans right now in Vegas for this?
Well, there's no bigger Knicks fan than Spike Lee. You know that. You saw him at the game the other day. He put up one finger in regards to Tuesday's championship game, but he says he got bigger dreams. He feels like this Knicks team can win an NBA championship. And I asked him, so what do you think about Mike Brown? He said, well, he's using his bench. So Spike Lee doesn't want to jinx the Knicks. It's been 50 years, but he thinks this team can win it.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. We'll see Spike in the house. I saw Spike at the Knicks game, and then he sat next to the Spurs bench after that.
Really?
Yeah, he did. It was coast to coast. Zion was back in action Sunday for the Pels after missing 5 games with a left hip abductor strain. Dropping 18-7 late to give his team the edge over the Bulls, 114-104. Ramona, what should we take from this performance from Zion?
Look, they are in a hole, and they're trying to dig out, but getting this guy back sooner than they were expecting is a really good sign for them. I thought winning this game against the Bulls, have lost 8 out of 9. You got to beat these teams. These are the wins you got to win if you're New Orleans trying to get back into it.
All right, let's move on to Charlotte, where they were taking on Cleveland. And they went to Cleveland, and they won an OT behind Brandon Miller who nailed the tying three-pointer with under 5 seconds left in regulation. Hornets completely shut out the Cavs in OT. Bobby, what's the biggest issue with Cleveland?
Well, they certainly have injuries right now with Evan Mobley and Max Strus and Sam Merrill. My concern is with Darius Garland, who's back on the court, still dealing with that injury and working himself back in. 30% from the field, 28% from three. Just doesn't look like himself right now.
Let's move on to the Hawks. They got the win, but the bigger headline might be Jalen Johnson rewriting the Hawks record book with his 4th straight triple-double. Ramona, what's the Hawks ceiling this season?
Well, it's going to depend on how they reintegrate Trae Young when he comes back in a little bit. They just provided an update on him, saying he's nearing a return. Jalen Johnson, with all those assists, is going to be in that role when Trae comes back.
Well, we'll see. But Jalen Johnson is balling right now. There's no doubt about that. All right, our annual NBA on Christmas Day tradition continues, and this year, Dunk the Halls is back. The first of our 5 games is Cavs-Knicks at noon Eastern on ABC and ESPN, with the real-time animated version from Main Street USA at Magic Kingdom on ESPN2. You can watch on Disney+, Disney Channel, Disney XD, and the all-new ESPN app.
We know familiarity breeds a little bit of contempt.
I feel like that we have great battles whenever we go out there. We have both teams competing hard. You never know what you're going to get.
The bounce to Bridges! Josh Hart threading the needle and another Hart break. Come on.
Brunson left wing, off the dribble. Black went down.
Brunson with a highlight. The New York Knicks advance.
One down, man. Enjoy this for a second. See who we got on Tuesday and get ready.
All right, joining us now, fresh off a win that sends New York to the NBA Cup final. The Knicks do-it-all wing, Josh Hart, joins us here. Josh, you guys went up against Orlando for the 4th time already this season. What does a game like that reveal in regards to the way you guys have played, especially when you consider how many times you faced off against each other already?
Yeah, it kind of gave you a little bit of a playoff kind of vibe where you're able to, you played them several times, you're able to make counters, you're able to, know them pretty well. So it kind of gave that playoff kind of feel to it. Obviously, the energy was a little bit different, but, we know them very well at this point. Yeah, no doubt, and you guys got the job done. Now, Jalen was obviously fantastic. He continued the great trend he's had all season, but particularly against the Magic. But I got to ask you this. You roasted Jalen after the game, barely 6 feet, not athletic, big head, big brain. Can you do me a favor? Can you say something nice to America for once about Jalen? Just one time for us. Yeah. He is an exceptional basketball player, a very ethical basketball player, and love being his teammate.
That felt hard for you to do, Josh. That felt hard.
Oh, for sure.
But I just love you guys' relationship. I love the way you guys continue to just give it to each other back and forth. All right, let me ask you this. You mentioned the word ethical. Now you guys are facing Wemby and the Spurs. What kind of challenge does he and that particular team present after what you witnessed the other night?
Yeah, they're going to be tough. Obviously, they got shooting, attacking. They play really fast in transition. I think they're #1 in the league in second chance points with Wemby and Cornet. So we're going to have to bring an all-around game. We'll have to bring energy, toughness, physicality. But it's a good test for us, especially early in the season.
What did you guys learn from when you faced him last year during Christmas?
He can shoot the hell out the basketball. That's what I learned. But no, it's just he's multifaceted. Obviously, he garners a lot of attention, but you can't sleep on Castle, Harper, Fox, Vassell. So it's going to take a full team effort, especially defensively, and then play fast and play our game on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask you about that backcourt trio. I mean, you guys obviously have a lot of great perimeter players as well, but Stephon was the rookie of the year, and now he looks like he's taken another leap. Dylan is fitting right into the NBA, and then of course, Fox. To your point, how do you go about trying to defend such a great, talented group like they have?
It starts a transition. Those guys, extremely athletic, extremely young, and they love getting out in transition, attacking the rim. So we got to make sure we take care of the ball, shoot good shots, and then get back and load up in transition and make sure we communicate. But it's going to be tough, but I think we're prepared.
Now, listen, we know the Knicks fans love their team. They love your particular group for sure. And they're loud. We heard them the other night when I was in the building, when you guys were finishing off the Magic the other day. What would it mean to finish this thing off tomorrow night and bring that cup home to New York?
It'll be huge. Obviously, whenever you have the ability to win a title or a cup or anything like that, you want to go out and do that. You want to be competitive, and you want to win at the highest level. So, that's something that we want to do. Obviously, there's 530,000 more reasons to do it, but we're a competitive group, and we want to go out there and win.
No doubt. And those young guys, particularly the guys on like the two ways. That extra money, I mean, the money's good for everybody, but those guys for sure. I know you guys always love to play for those guys for sure. Now, let me ask you this, Josh. We've seen a lot of assists from you over the years, but we got a video here. This handoff to Mitchell Robinson on Kids Day might have been your most unique, okay? So let me ask you this. Here it is. Hold on. You're going back in the game now. We're seeing the video. I don't know if you can see it. Got a handoff to Mitch. All right. If you had to go through your list of teammates, where does Mitch rank on the list of babysitters?
Yeah, he's definitely at the bottom. I think him, Yabu, Pacome, Mo, all the young guys are at the bottom. I think JB and Kat are probably the top two. Mikal will probably be third. Yeah, I didn't think I was going back in the game on that one. That was definitely my bad. I apologize to Mike after that. But, Mitch will not be babysitting anytime soon.
Okay, well, as long as he takes care of the paint, that's all that matters for you guys for sure. Hey, Josh, thank you so much for the time.
Exactly.
We will see you tomorrow night in Vegas, buddy. Thank you so much.